Hello, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the streaming tonight, Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Dutch time. Hi Liedje. Hi Hugo. Leuk dat je er bent, Hugo. It's in Dutch that means nice to see you, Hugo. Hugo. That's quick. Oh. Okay, wait. Hehe. Okay. So we are live and the streaming is going. It's never stopping. It never stops. And so are you. You never stop. You can't resist or ignore, deny or change the presence of this moment. You can't. It's impossible. That's what this streaming is about. Because you are this presence. There is nothing else but this. Isn't that just fascinating? Fascinating. Okay, this was it. This was the streaming. This was the message I wanted to share. Now it's done. There's nothing more to say. Nah. Okay. Come on, Lee. You can say more. I can and I will. But you never know what. You never know what's going to come. You never know what's going to happen next. That's the adventure of life. It's totally unpredictable. Even if you have a script and everything is written down, and you have a secure job, and you have a lot of money or material security. It's always changing, and it's always an adventure, and it's totally unpredictable. You never know. You might be dead tomorrow, or fall ill, or lose someone, or do something you like or be disappointed or whatever. But the thing is that there's only this moment. So that doesn't matter to this moment, what's going to happen next. There is only this moment. Be amazed by whatever is happening, even though probably if it's unpleasant, you won't be amazed because you're just completely in the experience of an unpleasantness, something that's just uncomfortable. So then you won't be amazed. But part of these moments, be amazed and let yourself be surprised by your presence, by your ever-changing thoughts, feelings, ideas. I mean, come on. Ideas just are endless, aren't they? The way you think about life, the thoughts you have about the world, the thoughts you had about a past event or you have about a future event. It's just never ending. And tonight I was just thinking before the streaming, I thought, what is the meaning of a mosquito? And I'm sure there's a meaning because humans will always find a meaning for anything. But a mosquito is, in a way, to the human mind, it's like a thought. And it's this annoying thought that you want to get rid of. And you kill the mosquito because it's annoying you. And then there it is again. And there it pops up again. And I have mosquitoes. I know I have mosquitoes in my house because I live very close to the water. So there's a lot of mosquitoes here. And I killed already 2 tonight. But it always comes back. The thought will never leave you. It's part of your system. You can't be thoughtless, even though there's people that seem to say that you can be thoughtless, but it's not. It's very frustrating when you think you can get rid of something. The challenge is to learn how to deal with if you want to see it as a limitation or as a possibility or as the conditionings or the characteristics. But that's what we do. We try to deal and to live with our struggles and our challenges, and that's the only way. Nothing can really be fixed entirely. Oh God, my video output is low. Just while there's 7 people watching. Yeah, okay. Hi Tom, I was wondering, how are you? Okay, so I'll explain to you, while the video output is very low, how this works. So maybe you miss it. When you're watching the streaming for the first time, you can ask me questions. And you can do this through Skype on my account, which is Li Live, just as you spell my channel. And then you can also talk with me live there, so you can call me. if there's some urgent questions, or if there's something in your present situation that you're dealing with, or you have questions about it, or insecurities, or you just want to reflect on it with me, then be my guest. Okay, streaming goes on. So that's all possible. And also there's the chat next to the stream on the live stream, and you can share a message there as well. Also, you can contribute to my work on YouTube doing these live streams, and you can do this by donating, and any donation is welcome. As I do the streamings every week, 4 times a month, I really appreciate any contribution. And what did Tom say? Ah, hi Tom, you want to talk? Okay, good. Let's talk. Doody doody. Okay. Ah. Okay. Oh. Hey.
Hello.
Where are you? Hi there.
How are you?
Hi Tom.
Hi. It's nice to see you.
Yeah. You too.
How are you?
You too very much. Oh.
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I'm just sorry. I feel like I don't want to depress anyone. You know, because you seem quite happy today, and I'm not really in a great place today, to be honest. So there's a part of me that's like, okay, don't say anything, because now you're gonna dampen the energy down.
No.
You know.
No, this is good. Just I can tell, but go on. That's all right.
Yeah, it's just obviously you know that I've started working at the coffee shop. Sorry. I don't really know what to say.
It's okay. You don't have to say anything. Oh. I'm so glad that you're calling, Tom. It's so good to see you, just see you.
And you.
You're such a sweetie pie.
I just feel like lots of stuff happening inside, you know. basically, what it is I don't know if you've heard of Zahir Khan. Anyway, I have a friend called Zahir Khan, and he's like always giving me a kick up the arse.
Mm.
And he gave me a kick up the arse today, and I feel like I had like realizations about things that I've kind of hidden away for such a long time, and my energy became really heavy, and like, you know, I would think, oh, should I go out and meet someone? And then I would think, oh no, don't bother, you know. And yeah, I just realised that I don't know how to put it into words really, but it's like I'm a bit jumbled, eh?
So, but your friend is like, he was confronting you in a way. Yeah.
And he was showing me things that I didn't. He was revealing things that I didn't really like to hear, but I needed to hear it. And that's happened a lot for me over the past few years, like talking to teachers, and I mean, he's not really a teacher, but whatever, you know, and having my shit called out. And it's, you know, because I'm I don't know, maybe I'm being hard on myself, but I don't know, I don't feel young, you know.
Why not?
I just feel like the way things have turned out, I don't know, I don't really go out and have fun, and I don't really have like that many friends, or the friends that I have had have been like into non-duality, and like they want to talk about spiritual shit, and it's really heavy, and it's getting on my nerves. And Zahir was pointing this out to me, you know, that the people you're around are not necessarily always good for you. Like, I feel like I need lightheartedness, you know. And I don't know, yeah. And I've just become old and just sitting looking at, you know, like coming home from work and never going out or doing anything really. And yeah, it's just not healthy. Maybe I'm rambling, but you know, I was talking to him and he laughed at something I said, and it was like that laughter. I felt like I soaked it up like a sponge, you know. Yeah.
You felt like you were like judged or laughed at.
No. Well, no. He was laughing about something stupid. Because basically I was saying that during the night, I don't know if I can say it on here, but basically I tried to initiate with sex with James last night, and sometimes my way of going about it is a bit, I don't know, feels a bit pervy sometimes. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, wait until he's asleep or whatever. He doesn't mind, whatever. And anyway, I was telling Zahir about this, and he was laughing because it's quite funny.
I see. There you go.
Like,
well, that's you.
Like slowly trying to like go under the covers so that he can't. Or whatever.
But do whatever you want. I mean, yeah, but that's you. But the thing is that you are. I agree with your friends. I don't know your friends, the ones that if you hang out with these people, but I know that this is true because it touches you, and you are this person. You need heartfelt energy and down to earth energy in a way, and creative energy, and not all this mental shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, also you have a partner that's also like that. Yeah. And you can learn from that. That's all right. You can learn from James that he has this part that is actually part of you, but don't take it too seriously, like you do, like you want to make out. That's your style. To do it, enjoy it. That's great. Just you can never change the way you are, but see also that yeah, I agree. Yeah, maybe it's painful because it's hurting, because then you start to make it mental again, and then you start to think, yeah, but who am I going to hang out with then? If I can't hang out with these guys or these people, then who is going to be left? Well, we don't know. You don't know. It's probably at that moment no one, but it doesn't mean that that's fixed, Tom. It's not a fixed situation. Actually, it's like the way you feel like down and confronted and sad, and this downfall is actually another deepening of you being you.
Yeah.
And losing that all that stuff, all that shit that's that's in the way of just being yourself. Because how is it with the work? Because I was really thinking about you.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. It's up and down, really. I mean, I feel like because I was for so long just sat on my arse, I feel like it's taken a while for my body to get used to it, because it's very stressful and very fast paced, constant.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm losing the will to live and wanting to walk out. But at the same time, you know, I enjoy making the coffees, and I get on really well with the manager. She has a really filthy sense of humour, and she's like me, you know. Sometimes I can't believe she's a manager, because we're doing, you know, like hitting each other with the brushes and whatever, you know.
That's great. Yeah.
And sometimes we do this thing that, well, we do it quite often. Obviously, we're behind the bar, and you know the customers are on the other side, and we like walk past each other and like try to block each other, or like, and we get into like a wrestle of like one's trying to get past the other, but we're you know.
Yeah, with the elbows.
But at the same time, we're trying to do it like with a smile on the face, so the customer doesn't see. But underneath the bar, we're like kicking each other, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Which I think
that's really fitting you. Very playful and a bit rebellious.
Yeah. But I think it's easy for me to think that like what I'm experiencing now is like shouldn't be happening. You know, like you just said, like it's another deepening, even though it seems like it's really terrible and that like, oh my God, whatever, I've been in this place for such a long time, but it is, like you say, it is a deepening of another layer coming off, or whatever you want to call it. You know, so, and I'd like to come and see you sometime, you know.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting where you live. Is it what's it called where you live?
It's called Leiden, which is spelled Leiden.
Yeah.
But I know. Well, you're most welcome, Tom. Really. And maybe I should come before spring to England, before the Brexit, because otherwise they won't let me in anymore. And you too, actually. We should all go and see each other very soon, because it's going to end, no? They're going to lock the gates, and it's going to be...
No, do an about turn and retreat. You cannot enter.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm dreading that. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering, because when you started just to call me, I really could feel your energy, and you didn't have to say anything to me for me to be aware that. Well, actually, when I read your message, already knew what something was happening. But how? Huh?
That something was up. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel now, and what did you feel in your body? Because I felt a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could feel as I started to get upset. I could feel, and you see, I'm doing this now. I do this quite a lot at work. This thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. But it felt good actually, because I felt like obviously you care. And yeah. So.
Did you feel like cold or heat or sweating?
It felt like a tsunami.
Yeah.
Maybe like coming up and out, and it felt as it was happening that I don't know. It did feel. I don't know how to say. It felt right. It didn't feel like maybe like years ago my mind would have said, "Oh, this shouldn't be happening," but it felt right. Even though it was painful, it felt like, okay, this is life happening, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I wouldn't say no. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say I don't want this. You know. But yeah, it felt like vibrating, I guess, as well. And now I feel like more open in my heart area, I guess, and a bit shaky, but also maybe a bit, I don't know, vulnerable. You know, like, yeah. And yeah, but it felt good, you know. Yeah.
It's so beautiful, because I just realized that I felt exactly the same. I could feel in a different way, because I'm not in your position, and I'm not in the experience that triggered these feelings and this contracted energy in a way. But I could completely feel quite similar the sensations that you're describing, and like the tsunami and the heat. I felt so much heat in my body, and also I'm sweating, and my heart, and it's, I don't know, and that's why I think it's so beautiful that you just share this, because that's for me what life is, to share this and to not hide it, because everybody is experiencing these frustrations and the challenges and shit. Now I'm stuck, and and sadness
and all of it,
and all of it, and I see you, and I see your beauty in your vulnerability. Yeah.
And it's a funny one because it's still happening.
Yeah.
It's like, and it affects your concentration when it's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
If you want, we can also just sit for a minute and do nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
With your radiator art.
with the vine that shines. With the vine that shines.
Yeah, the vine that shines.
That was my feeble attempt to try and conserve some energy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that actually, I'm very selfish. I just also know I am selfish, because I'm also saying this because there's so much happening with the exchange that I also feel the need to reflect, you know, and why not just do it together?
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. I was just thinking that, you know, that it's hard to let go of the expectations of others.
Yeah.
And I guess that's also the process that you're in now, is that you've become accustomed to a certain circuit of people or concept, like the non-duality thing, and then because maybe because of fear of being just only by yourself, you hang in, or you hang on to something or people that might not fit you right now. And because if I listen to what you say about your work and the ambience, and it's definitely challenging, which I completely understand. It's the pace and everything. It's stressy, but on the other hand, you're not a mental fuck up there. You're just doing your things, and you take the challenge, and you say yes. I do life. I take it, and that's just fucking brave, and respect, just big respect for you. And I know the feeling, but at the moment I don't do these things. But sometimes I also feel like, yeah, I know this is just in a way where you forget yourself, and when you forget yourself in the doing, whatever it is that you do, that's why I mean, it may sound crazy, but I kind of like to clean my house, but it doesn't mean that I clean my house every day. But once I do it, I feel like, gosh, this is great, and you forget everything, and then you also have a clean house. But anyway,
your room looks so warm, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it?
Like bohemian-y, warm. Yeah, nice lighting.
Oh yeah.
No vine up the wall.
No. Well, you know, I used to want to become an interior decorator, so
Right, it all makes sense.
it makes so much sense.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a funny one, really. Yeah.
Hmm. You didn't see my light bulb yet.
Oh, wow. Makeshift torch.
The what?
It's a what is it? Is it did you like a crafty thing you did?
It's just a bare bulb with it's from my father. He had it in his garage, and now it's lighting up my stream. Isn't that just great? Yeah, there is yours. Wonderful. But that that one looks like you're gonna burn your tongue.
Yeah. I was gonna do something else with it then. Never mind. Yeah, I was gonna sit on it.
Yeah, I know, Tom. You can do that tonight in the middle of the night.
Yeah. I'll just burn my insides.
Yeah.
It just flashed. When I said that, it flashed.
Yeah. I mean, I know. That's what bulbs do.
Yeah. No, but it flashed like, you know, different, like it was static and then it... Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
So it's funny because I'm still feeling the feelings. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but for me, when I'm feeling something, like stuff coming up, it affects what I'm saying. And when what I'm saying is all over the place. I used to have it a lot in social situations where I was maybe socially anxious, and the anxiety would like come out as like saying crazy things. So it's just funny how it feeds it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like a verbal diarrhea in a way.
Yeah. And it's also like this. It's almost like now I'm quite hyper as well. So there's 1,000,001 things that I want to say.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can't say anything.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'm sure you've had coffee today as well.
Well, I haven't had coffee today because I've not been working.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, I had a coffee today, and I normally never drink coffee, and it just makes me, so hyper. I mean, it's. I mean, you wouldn't say if you see me, but I can feel it inside of me, and probably because I never drink coffee, and I know this always happens. I just it just goes really fast, and it's crazy. But okay, so you didn't drink coffee, but anyway, you have this restlessness inside of you, so that's you don't need it.
Yeah. And it's like I can feel that I'm so used to just being glued to the couch that there's this energy of being glued down, and it's like stopping me from expressing in a way. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, that's another kind of conditioning that you are reminded of when you're on the couch. Then you have this kind of that's what's happening, because it's also conditioning in a way. So you have this feeling or energetic remembrance of couching is like, you're kind of depression, instant depression. Okay, I have a tip. Just go and oh yeah, buy this big bowl. I also have one. And you blow it up, and then that's your couch. And then you have to sit up straight, or you have to lay. You can just lay down on it, and then you have a different kind of thing going on for you.
And then I have to, and again I have to keep moving to stay afloat, don't I?
Exactly, you have to keep moving. There you go. There it is.
I can't be static.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll climb up this vine.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. Start to climb the walls.
Yeah, I'm already fucking climbing the walls.
No, mountain climbing.
Metaphorically speaking.
I know.
No, and I feel like I'm feeling like you said that you could feel what I'm kind of feeling or experiencing, and I think that's really fascinating. I remember once I was in a pub and a disabled woman, well, she had a walking stick anyway, she fell over and she hit the back of her head on the table, and I felt the reverberation in my head. It wasn't like I imagined it. Oh, I thought, oh, she's hitting, but I felt it like blah, 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 through the back of my head.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just really interesting, isn't it? And I can feel the warmth from you and from your home kind of coming through the screen, you know?
Yeah. Isn't that just amazing? This is just fucking incredible.
Yeah,
I love that.
Silly.
Isn't it? There are no limits.
No,
You know this song we have in Holland? It was from Two Unlimited, the band, which is finished or a long time ago. It was no, 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 no limits.
Yeah.
I'm such a bad singer. Oh my god.
I think the Dutch band that I'm obsessed with at the moment, their famous song is "If You're Alone and You Need a Friend." Do you know this one? Someone to make you boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. We spend the night together.
Yeah, Tom, that looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the untwisting of your head.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, I think I'm going to...
Okay, we've been on for ages now.
We've been on for ages, yeah. And let maybe somebody else... I don't know.
It's not all about me, I know.
Isn't it? It is.
Oh, thanks so much anyway. It's been amazing.
Yeah, you too, darling.
Let me just say before we go, I feel like we've experienced the full spectrum on this one call. We've experienced like the depths of what emotions and cry, blah, 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 and then laughter and hysteria. So isn't it funny anyway?
Yeah, that's the way. That's why I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it, darling. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
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 Love you too. Bye. Hello, Anne, and Hennessy, and Jan. Good that you are all here. That was a very nice talk with Tom. Beautiful. Isn't that just beautiful? Thank you, Tom, again. It was amazing. And now I have a tickle. You see, I'm starting to make advertisements. This is licorice, Dutch licorice, and for the Dutchies among us, they'll probably know what it is. So now you hear me chew because I have a dropje in my mouth. Okay, I'll take it out. So if there's anybody else, who wants to pop their questions or share their situation that they are in right now, or frustration, or the challenge, or the connection, the connection and the recognition, then you're most welcome. You can do this through my Skype account, which is Liji Live. You can explore all your experiences. And that's what we also did just now with Tom. To reflect on the bursting out of, or the collapsing in of, or the contracted energy of an experiencing situation, a feeling of stuckness. There's always the chance to reflect on anything, and you can do this by yourself. You don't need me, but you can also share it, and then I can share in this reflection, because for sure that your dilemmas or your challenges are most similar to challenges that I have been through, or maybe that I go through, or that I have a recognition with. So there's no difference between you and I. You and I, you and I, you and I, you and I. So, that's life. We all recognize something in each other. And this is beautiful. But it's also frustrating, because you recognize the projections, you recognize that somebody's fucking projecting upon you, and you think that is really shitty, or you see how silly people are because they ignore their own truth, and you think, why are you doing this? And you're pointing to the others. But actually, why would you point to the other? Because you can see, if you are able to be objective, that these others are suffering. So it's actually sad. And just when you feel empathy, then you have empathy for yourself when you are in these similar situations. You can be gentle with others and then also with yourself, or vice versa. You know, it's not so perfectly perfect all the time, especially not when you are frustrated or you are stuck in a moment. But being stuck in a moment is not always stuck in a moment that you can't get out of. There's always another moment. It's always changing. You can never, ever, forever be stuck in a moment. There is only this moment, as you might not know, or maybe you are aware of it. And this moment is just beautiful. It is lovely, lovely in its incredible ability to accept everything, to just be and allow life, death, challenges, frustrations, illnesses, loss, sadness to happen as it is happening. And you don't have to do anything for that, except just to be yourself, entirely yourself, with your character, with your abilities, and with your limitations, if you want to call them like that. But probably they're not limitations, probably they are just characteristics. Some people are good at swimming, some people are good at playing the piano, some people are good at cooking, some people are good at eating. It's just all a matter of perspective, really. Life is simple and we make it complicated. But it is simple, really. and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, like Tom did tonight, is the greatest gift to yourself. And this greatest gift, you can share it, but you can also just, when you're unable to share it, you can do it for you when you're on your own or with others that are close to you, that you feel safe enough with to open up and to share your deepest fear or your deepest sadness and your deepest frustrations, because there's nobody else. There's always you reflected around you, everywhere, and in other people. And the way other people respond to you says everything about, well, the other one, and not per se about you. Because we all live from subjective view, because your personality, because of its character and because of the experiences, traumas, conditioning, is always subjective. I can only speak from my view, from my personal view and experiences. But because experience is a non-personal concept, there's always the recognition, the possibility for recognition, or there's the possibility of rejection, which is, I guess, the opposite, acceptance or recognition and rejection. Hello, Zorzia. Do you think being selfless is good? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you are approaching this from a certain idea about selflessness. But what is good is to stay true to your deepest longing and your deepest truth, whatever that is. And if feeling if you feel that you want to help others and that you don't want to have anything for yourself, then that's probably what you will do. But being selfless is a concept, because there is not really a separate self. That's just an idea. That's what I was just talking about. So explore it and see how it works for you. Be selfless if you think that is something that you want to experience. And then you probably start to realize that life isn't just one thing. There's always the one thing and the other thing, and you probably just want to experience both to be able to be wise and to say, yeah, I've done selflessness, yes, but actually I'm pretty absorbed and I'm not selfless at all. So it's just playing with concepts, really. Hi, Anne. You're writing all kinds of things. Let me see. You say radical acceptance. Yes, radical acceptance. That's happening all the time. Okay, great, not having to fix things all the time and not having to fix myself all the time. Yes, definitely. I think that's still from the talk with Tom. Freedom. Just another idea to overcome. Story. Yeah, I think you're just writing this for yourself. But that's great, Anne. Every day we can make up a story about ourselves. And we do. Every day there's another story going on. Last streaming there was the story that I was feeling very restless, very, in a way, down because of it. And that was a story. And now there's another story, and that is that I am a bit hyper today because I drank a coffee and that's what I experienced. And I cleaned my house and I had a talk, and I had a friend coming by, and I went out to the garden. It was a really beautiful day, very warm. So, and now it's evening and I'm sitting next to my bulb and I'm giving the live stream. So that's another story. There is really stories happening all the time, even without realizing. There's only a story actually, but it's always changing. It's never fixed. It's never the same. It's impossible. It can never be the same. Even if you would be the director of your own life, even if you would be in control of your life, which you're not, but then it would be impossible to completely make everything repeat every day exactly the same as before or as another moment. So if you would try to repeat the moment of now, or let's say one day, if you would take this day and if I would repeat it tomorrow again and try to make it exactly the same as today, it would be incredibly impossible, because today I got up and I went outside, I put on my clothes, I went outside and I put on sneakers and I went to the park to do some exercises. The sun was shining. The moment that the way the clouds were in the sky, how the sun was shining, how the humidity was in the grass, and the way I moved, the way I was sweating, the way the sun was reflected on my skin, or in my eyes, and the way I was moving, the steps I made, everything. And then I'm just speaking about that moment of going to the park. I'm not speaking about the rest of the day and all the things I did. It would be impossible. It's just impossible. You can never repeat another a moment the same, because that's nature, that's life. Nothing can ever be repeated. You cannot hold on to anything, because there's only this moment. The beauty of movement. Oh, I got a message. Oh, oh. No message. Oh, yes. There's a message. Hmm? Oh. Oh, that's Hennis. Oh no, that's Simon. Hi, Simon. Today, I love to hear and I'm touched by such honesty from Thomas. Yes, me too. Very, very much. Oh no, it's Hennessy, yeah. Isn't it? Yeah, oh, that's the chat. I think Simon is here too because I. Okay, so what about that? No to selflessness. Yeah, I'm having a coffee now. Good for you, Anne. Have a nice coffee. Sorzia says, how do you deal with having desires that are impossible to fulfill? Anne asks, why do you think they are impossible? Very good question. Just a question to ask yourself, it may lead to something blocking you. Yes, I could see it was you, Hennessy. Good. Yeah, reflect on that. Why do you think that you have desires that are impossible to fulfill? Everything comes from nowhere. Everything comes from nowhere, which means that everything is possible. The only thing that's blocking it is your mind. If your desire is your heart's desire, it's possible. It's just a matter of movement. And I say this on purpose. I could say it's just a matter of time, but it's actually a matter of movement. Because time is an illusion. There's no time. Movement, that's a matter of everything is creative energy and destructive energy, and this dynamic is continuously happening in this very moment. There is creation happening and destruction happening right now, where you're sitting, the way your breath goes, your inhalation, your exhaling, everything that's happening inside of your body, everything that's happening outside of your body. There's continuously processes happening. So everything is possible and everything is impossible, but look for, explore this. Is it your mindset that is blocking you? Anne is very right about that. The beauty of movement sums it all up. Yes. You're very welcome, Zosia. Anytime. Okay. I want to thank you all, beautiful people, beautiful beings, and see you next week, same time, same place. Bye bye.